Another day and another 2K22 update. Today we have got news coming from the 2K dev team via an article on Forbes that I will link down below in the video description. So let's kick this off with one of the main takeaways, which is this year's core slots. So 2K22 will feature 100 core slots, the same number that we've had in the last few games. Now I think it's fair to say that most of us probably expected a bit of an increase, especially with the new gen hardware in mind. But it is what it is, and 2K22 will feature 100 core slots total. Speaking of custom wrestlers, another nice new feature for 2K22 is that when creating your custom superstar, when you go to save it, you will now have the option to automatically upload it to this year's community creations, which as we know this year is cross-platform. Next up, a little more info on the Personas tab that we've seen in previously released screens. So personas in 2K22 are themes that can be selected for custom superstars, almost as presets, that feature multiple categories. For example, wrestling, streetwear, sports, cosplay and more. These are things that can essentially be used as a starting point when creating your custom superstars. Clothing parts can then be filtered to match your chosen style. Sticking with creations, we now also know how many body types 2K22 will feature, with that being 75 body templates total. These body types obviously offer a big range of both size and shape, as well as how muscly your chosen look is going to be. It is also worth noting that these can all have their height and weight adjusted in order to fit within different weight categories, for example heavyweight and super heavyweight, although it was stated that these different body types will feature realistic limitations in terms of weight. The 2K22 Creation Suite will also feature nice new smaller features. You now have the ability to tag your favourite creation parts, as well as filter parts by persona that we touched on earlier in the video. You can also now select a colour scheme via the parts colour feature. Other areas of the Creation Suite have also seen upgrades, such as Create an Arena, Entrance and Video, with these other modes now featuring improved menus, which are said to make these features easier to use, as well as easier to find exactly what you're looking for. Even more upgrades come via this year's community creations. This includes an improved main page with more sorting options, as well as the ability to upvote and downvote creations, so the better content should be easier to find. Moving on from creations now, we have got a few more smaller notes to touch on. It is confirmed that 2K22 will feature blood for male superstars, but like previous games from the series, will not feature blood for females. As normal, blood is turned off by default, but can be turned on in this year's options. Another of the awesome new things for 2K22 is the much improved weapon physics. Now we note from previous news that weapons such as chairs and kendo sticks will show signs of damage after being used, but tables are also said to have seen some fairly big upgrades, with table breaks in 2K22 now completely dynamic rather than animation based like we've seen in previous games, which should now mean we will see some nice visual differences when tables are broken. And lastly, a little news on this year's Backstage Area. So we note from trailers, 2K22 will feature a new and improved Backstage Area, with the 2K devs now also confirming that in terms of the backstage, there has been a bigger focus on verticality. It is said that they have created a new mounting system that allows players to seamlessly climb and dismount from surfaces of various heights. Like in previous games, you can throw players off ledges, as well as do some big dives. Potentially some good news there if you're a fan of some of the backstage craziness from the older games, as it sounds like the 2K22 Backstage Area is going to feature a few more options. As always, share me your thoughts on the video in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for more like this, coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.